Okay everyone, so this is part 2 of my video, and I will definitely see what's going on with my storage because I don't like chopping it up like this, but I just hope that you enjoy the video. This is just a day in my life and what I do, so enjoy. Okay, ladybugs and purse junkies, I am back and I am down in the kitchen, and we're going to go ahead and get my red beans and rice ready. I've started my meat for my beans. I have some smoked neck bones, and we're going to use my parboiled rice. I don't eat home without it. And we're going to get this party started. So hang in there with me. All right. And for my beans, I am going to need an onion. Okay, we don't want you in there. So I have my onion. And I have my coffee cup from this morning. We're going to wash out this pot because this is the pot that I'll be cooking my rice in. And I don't know if I shared the story with you all of me when I first got married. Ooh, girl, men too. I was having problems because, you know, used to doing things on my own, and now, you know, I have a husband, and this brother, he wanted a home cooked meal. And I remember one Sunday I was so frustrated because I just felt that I was spending my entire day in the kitchen. And I called my grandmother, and I think I've told this story before. I called my grandmother, and I was just like, I think I was crying. And I said, if he wanted someone that was going to be a maid, then that's who he should have married, because that person is not me, yada, yada, yada. I was big talking. And I said, every weekend, I'm here cooking these meals. I'm just selling out, right? And you know, my grandma's old. She's a southern woman. She's like, well, booby, baby, what you got on the stove? No, she asked me what I was cooking. I told her what I was cooking. And she says, okay, well, what you have on the stove? And I said, I got the rice on. She goes, and what else? I said, no, wait for the rice to get done. I think if my grandmother could have come through the telephone and slapped me silly, she would have. She goes, baby, put all them pots on at the same time. So that's what I do. These pots hit the stove in different order, but at the same time. So look, this is, if you don't have this, get you one. Go to Dollar Tree, see if they have it. It was free from Temu, but get you one. I use this religiously. And this is what I use to clean my rice. See, I don't waste rice anymore. And from that day, I was the expert cooker. Then it turned into, I could predict what you gonna cook. And I could predict what you gonna eat. Listen. Like I tell my son, and my son gets a diverse menu, but he's picky about his food too. So I had to tell him yesterday, if you know you don't want a certain meal or you like certain meals, let us know. So Sunday, when your significant other, your wife, goes to the grocery store, she knows what to get. We're not gonna be around here guessing. So if you want to eat, that's what you do. You know, you got to clean rice like you just went out there in the rice fields and harvested it yourself. Because I don't like nothing in my rice. And the water got to be clear, clear. And you know, you have those little grains that pop up at you. All right. I'm sorry, folks. When it comes to stuff like this, I gotta concentrate because you know these eyes don't see well, and I be trying to make sure I'm good. So my rice is gonna go on because I've already parboiled my neck bones. I just need to clean them now, which is going to be the next step after I get this rice up and going. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about when it comes to rice. Hold up. All right, so you see, let's see if, oh, let me see if I can stick it. You see this? Which is a grain, but it's a grain I don't want in my rice. So I know, I'm rinsing it again. It's all right. And I don't like measure my rice the way others do, and I always end up with a fabulous pot of rice. So I'm going to turn my eye on my burner, and we're going to put a little, just a little bit, not much. I'm going to put just a little salt. And then we're going to go in with a little vegetable oil, which, where's my vegetable oil? Here. Just a drop of vegetable oil. And then we're going to cover her up. We're going to just cover her up. And we're going to go to the next best thing, folks. Let's go ahead and get this wiped down, which is my little rice holder. And I'm going to rinse out my cup. Yes, sir. All right. So now, folks, my sink is clean as earlier. Once we return home and I cleaned the kitchen, I cleaned my sink out. So we're going to go ahead and get my meat clean. And I'll show you what that looks like. Let's go ahead and get this top clean, as I will need it. See, right as I've cleaned out the sink with all this soap, now I have more soap in there. And I think we'll make some cornbread with it too. So we're gonna have cornbread with it. All right. Let's see if I can get the cornbread right this time around, because these last couple of times my cornbread just has not been coming out right. Okay, I don't know, I thought I heard someone talking. So folks, when they say you can't clean meat because of XYZ. People, clean that meat. Just see what's around there. Y'all better clean your meat. Stop playing around with these people. I'm gonna show you if you see what's around the mouth of it, then you'll understand. Look at that. And you don't want to clean your meat? All right. Okay. I feel you. I know exactly what you're talking about. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna clean out this pot. Yes, we are. We cleaned it. And then I am going to take said paper towel. We're just going to dry the pot. We're just going to dry the pot down. All right. Now, my dilemma is this. My son took the garbage cans out, but he took the garbage can out, but he never cleaned it and brought it back in. All right, so now I have my meat, which I need to clean. You know, you done parboiled, and you can see how clean the meat is after you do that. Need some more bony behind neck bone. But I got some good ones for my collard greens. And you know, it's smoked neck bone, so it's already cooked, but you just want to make sure you go through it and wipe everything down. Get all that stuff off the bone, in between the bone. You don't want none of that. You don't want any of that. I know, I don't. I was watching this channel, and these are folks out of Guyana, and they were cooking chicken liver and gizzards. Oh my, the way she cooked it, I think I'm gonna have to give it a try. Yes, sir. And by feeling your meat, you'll know if you need to get a knife and go over it. That you will know for sure. And like things that you need to cut away from it that you don't want. I don't like to see veins or any of that in my food. And I don't like to see fatty meat in my food either. When I eat my bones, neck, and bones, I want them to be good and solid. All right, so that's done. Let me get all this unnecessary meat and stuff up out of here. Give me one moment because we are now going to cut up this onion and then we're going to season our meat. Alrighty. Okay, so you in here. This is said large onion. I'm going to go ahead and cut her up. And it doesn't have to be a pretty chop. Just cut her up. Let's get that out of the way. This slimy piece off, which I despise. Rinse this onion off. Come on. See, that's really all you have to do to get that off is run it under some water. And there we have a clean onion. And let me show you how I cut my onion in some dishes. I just slice it in half like so, And then I just cut this way. It's a rough chop, but like I said, it's just us here, and I love the flavor of onions in my dish. So and you know, after a while cooking your onions, it's gonna kind of like wither away to your dish. And then I just have this one piece here. I just wanted to do its own thing. That's my rice cooking. I'm gonna rinse my hands. Now let's get into the seasoning. Seasoning's gonna be very, very, very basic. Nothing too drawn out, nothing too dramatic. And I will show you all as we go along. Now, 2 items I will take from here, which is the black pepper and the garlic. Black pepper, garlic, and parsley flakes. And my accent, not bad. All right, so these are the 4 items that I'm taking. Black pepper, garlic, accent, and my parsley. Now we're gonna start off with that. And folks, like I said, you don't need a whole lot because there are gonna be some additional seasonings added. And I like to do my seasoning separate now from the stove because I'm tired of that stuff getting all over my stove. I don't like cooking on a dirty stove. I don't know about you. I don't even like a food to splash out on my stove. I'm always wiping it down. Okay, so we're gonna put some roasted garlic and onion in here, and we're gonna put my Sazon mix as well. And I might put some paprika in there as well. Paprika. Oh, and of course, guys, you know Sazon. And my Maggi, not too much. And for seasonings right now, that is going to be it. I'm going to take a little vegetable oil, just a little, because we're going to fry this down a little. One moment. Excuse me. I'm sorry. So we're going to go ahead and fry this down just a little. While my rice cooks, we're going to close this up. I'll get my Sazon and I'll put my seasonings back. If I need additional later on, I'll take it out, but I like to clean as I go. And I have my 1 packet of Sazon. And I want to put my Scotch bonnet in there, but I have one grandson that does not like spicy, as he says. I don't like spicy. And we would know that's the eldest. Sorry folks, but my allergies are on 10. Oh, and in my previous video when I was saying I had to replenish my toilet seat covers, the large ones, I did find it, thank God. So my bag is all packed for tomorrow. We ready to go. And actually it came in handy last week because the baby needed it. So I'm gonna get my mixing spoon. Because for my good pots, we have to have a mixing spoon. We're not, you know, I tell them don't be using that craziness on my good pots. All right, so we're over here by the stove now. Because let's see if I can turn you guys up. I need to mix up my meat seasoning, and I do have a little bit of the, I thought, oh, I will be so upset. Oh, which this is going to help out tremendously. And I think I'm going to use 3 cans of my beans. I have light, kidney, dark. I'm trying to cut off my feet. Okay. And we will be using red kidney beans because I don't have time. I have time to be soaking in boiling beans. So we're using the canned beans and they're gonna work out just fine. It's gonna be just fine, Miss City's gonna be just fine. So we're gonna put this back up. We're gonna put this back up. I did say I want to put paprika in. Paprika in here. And this is just something different that I wanted to try out for my channel. So we're gonna put the paprika back. We're gonna put my parsley back. And for my grandsons, when we came home, I made them hot dogs. So one loves condiments, the other one does not. So over here. Folks, ignore me. Just call me Thumbelina. What's dripping? This is what I don't like. Something's leaking in the refrigerator, folks. Give me a minute. I'm gonna have to come back. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back and I found out the culprit, and it was my milk that I just purchased yesterday has a slow leak. So there you have it. But we've cleaned out the refrigerator. I have my neck bones boiling. I have my rice cooking, and I want to make some cornbread. So let's go ahead and get this started. My cornbread is so easy, people. I don't even need a what do you call it? We're gonna use this one. I don't follow the recipe, so let's get to it. 1 box of Jiffy Corn Mix. Like I said, I don't know if I've been messing up with the cornbread lately, but today we're gonna get it right. Because we're gonna go ahead and set the bake time on this. And I know it's supposed to be at 400 because I make so much cornbread. We got cornbread. We're gonna get every little crumb. Now I just add just a little bit, not too much, folks, just a little bit of Oh, no wonder it wasn't coming out right. This self-rising flour. I just know what is wrong with my cornbread. Child, you live and you learn. And I don't like to cook in a mess, and y'all did see some of that did fall out. Let me find my all-purpose flour. I'm like, why is my cornbread a mess? That's because, Lord, they had me using self-rising. Let me turn my rice down. She looking good. Wait, you guys can't see me. All right. Let me find my self-rising flour. Lord, I'm not trying to expose all of me. If y'all, let me turn y'all a little bit because I'm in my granny gown. Come on. Who used up my all-purpose? I make sure I always have all-purpose flour here. Always. Never fail. All right. So we're gonna have to judge this up a different way, but I'm ready for it. All right. I have my eggs. And eggs, add some country crock. Hold on. I have my honey. Just a little sugar, and I have my milk. So with this recipe, and I like to kind of like sift through my cornbread before. Like I said, it's in no particular order. And what I'm doing right now is just stirring it to get them clumps and lumps out. Now, with the butter, I don't measure, I scoop and go. So it's just a little bit in here, so we're gonna scoop all. It's not much, but it's enough to give it a little flavor. And we are not a wasteful home, so I get all that out. Okay. So that's the butter. I think I'm gonna have to throw in my milk, but all right. Then it calls for 1 egg, but I use 2. I use 2 because I'm special like that. Fall in here. No, I thought that was eggshells. All right. Then for my sugar, we're not going to use much, so I don't even have to measure with the. There you go. That's a tablespoon, which is probably a little bit too much, but that's okay. Then, now this is my uncle's recipe, but he has some all-purpose flour, and I'm just really bothered that I can't find my flour, but it's okay. Oh, my allergies. She's not gonna pop up. And then, folks, I have some honey. You know, they have these special, everything is like special these days. My niece, who just graduated from law school, she goes, companies are tired of getting sued by folks because of their negligence. You know, and when you say their negligence, it's not intentional. It's just sometimes there are things that are just really, and not negligence of the company or the parent. It's just sometimes things are just easy to get into. And I'm pouring the milk, no particular order. I'm just pouring the milk in there. You know, and kids are inquisitive and they want to know and try, test, feel, touch everything, you know. Then when you get them to the hospital because of some craziness, you know, the doctor is looking at you like, well, where were you? I was right there. But, you know, they quick draw and Johnny on the spot. All right. So the milk is in there. She's going to be light and fluffy. And I think this is going to be my signature back to basic, cornbread. And I just cleaned my corn pan this morning. Look at God, see? Look at her. I just cleaned her. I'm really thinking maybe I should do corn muffins, but nah, that thing is too hard to clean out. I just can't be bothered. Let me get just to sort this out. Like I said, I just cleaned her out. My oven is not quite at 400. Ooh, I almost hit the floor with this. All right, yep. It looks like I did it right this time. Okay, so my cornbread mix is in there. We're gonna put the eggs back up and we're gonna put the honey back up. My food is smelling delicious. We're gonna turn the rice off, which I did, moved off the eye so it'll stop cooking. And let's put these eggs up. And then, hey, your garbage bag. That one over there is full. Maybe I can squeeze this one in here. I'm gonna have to throw this whole thing of milk away because it's leaking. And I'm sure it's something that I did because yesterday when we were coming in, the rain was so bad. So I'm sure when I dropped it, I probably bent the carton a little bit. I hope my son gets the garbage together today. I can't take it no more. Oh, that was quick. This is just a day of me keeping it R-E-A-L because, honey, this is life. This is real life. You know, real life. I know y'all like, oh, you want your content to grow. You gotta jazz it up. I dress up when I want to dress up, but today wasn't that day. I'm gonna have to wash this. And once I get this going, I think I'm gonna start on my sweet potato pie a little later, but at least I have it out and I'll set the ingredients up because I'm gonna have to sit down and kind of like go over that again as thy eyes are, you know, I just like to have everything when I do my sweet potato pie out. Alrighty, so that's done. So folks, I have my cornbread in the pan, the mix, and my meat is cooking for maybe another 30 minutes or so. Let me turn the vent on. All right. For like another maybe 40 minutes or so, then I'll add my beans. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse the cans and open them up. My rice is done. I had some leftover chicken from last night, which I'll heat up, but I'll wait till they get home, and then we're done. My oven is ready to go at 400, and I'm going to set it for 15 minutes. Let's see, timer. So we got it set for 15 minutes, and then I'll be back. So see you in the next video, folks. Okay, folks, I know that my video is a little choppy and I had to do it in 2 sessions, and that's because of storage, but this is going to be the outro. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to post what my dinner looked like, but I am going to get better. So this is just a little talk through video, and I just hope that you just enjoy me, just a day in my life. This is what I do. So folks, be blessed. More importantly, be a blessing to someone other than yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Good night.